Greetings everyone. Before I get into today's video, I just want to make an announcement. There are certain items on Nature's Buoyancy that are currently being restocked. Unfortunately, some of the products that I need to make them are very difficult to find, and so sometimes when I find it, when it's time to come across, there are issues with some of these items, so just give me some time. But as you all know, or well, those of you who have been purchasing things for different purposes, there's an oil for everything. When it comes to dryness, whether your skin, your hair, your peach plum, there's an oil that can take care of that. There's an oil that is good for every issue you're having in your life in terms of breakthrough. Why? Because all of these are made from natural things, natural herbs, and natural spices. And people don't really understand that when you are able to anoint your body, anoint your spirit, anoint your whole being using things of nature, you're going to attract positive energy, positive vibration, and so on and so forth. All right? Okay. Now, I want to say this. People, align yourself with people who are like-minded. You associate or align yourself with too many people with poverty mindset, too many people who are very negative. As soon as they present a positive argument, they're right there telling you why this won't work, why this or that is going to happen. They're using their own fears and projecting that on you. And the only way to avoid that is to then only seek out people who are moving in the same direction that you're going towards. That doesn't mean you don't honor and respect other persons and their process. You just don't bring, that next level type of meditation to these ones. You see, because some people are so accustomed to not having anything, and they think that if you stay in that state, that is a blessing, when it is in every way a curse. Okay? But you can't reason with these ones, because they have to get to the process. They have to get to the point where they actually desire the things that you are now able to invite into your life. Okay? A lot of us at one point or the other was radiating on that low vibration. And so we're not going to judge these ones, but in order for you to progress and to move forward, you just cannot, stay in that mode. There are some people, if you have the remedy or the formula to free them, they wouldn't want it. They manage to convince themselves that, it's not going to work. What do you do with these kind of people? You can't do anything with them. And not only are they staying stagnant in their own life, but guess what? They are going to bring that to you. Okay? So you just have to find a way how to separate yourself. I don't know about you, but let me tell you something. The old story that it's easier for a rich man to go through the eye of a needle than for one to enter into heaven is one of the worst things, the worst method of control they have put on the mind of African people. Okay? Using religion as a kind of weapon against the people. And so we justify and we endorse poverty. When, if poverty was a bad thing, why do you get up and you go to work for somebody who, thank goodness, there are these people who, even if they're evil, they create jobs that are doing good. So even out of bad circumstances or situation, some of these people, they're allowed to grow in their prosperity because they're actually providing work for people who can then go out there and take care of their family. Okay? Without money, you are nothing. Okay, I didn't say money is everything, But I'm saying without it, you can't eat. Your your livelihood is just subpar. The opportunities in your life, are far and in between. The respect you get from people is non-existent. Listen, there are people who do not like you, but when they see that you're financially stable, when they see that you are growing, financially, they put that aside. They will put that aside. People who completely hate your guts will still want to be around you because of what you possess. So even though they're saying, oh, I don't want this, why are you trying to associate yourself with it? There are people who gravitate toward persons who are doing what they need to do to achieve their own success. And some of them come as haters, but really they are admiring you, but some of them are lazy. Okay, they're lazy, so they don't want to put in the work that you're putting in. And because they're lazy, they will be jealous of you. They don't realize that, let me learn from this person, or ask some questions. How did you do this? Instead of asking you, and that's why these ones will never prosper. Instead of saying, how did you do this? Can you give me an example, or can you, share your ideas with me, and can you give me some kind of, not necessarily formula, because it's going to work different for different people, but just to give you a heads up. They won't ask you because they allow their laziness and their jealousy to get the best of them. And so everybody at some point or the other has felt a bit of jealousy, but for some it is very deep and dark. For some, that jealousy will make you say, oh my goodness, one day I would want this really nice thing to happen for me. And you pray on it. You should never want what someone else has, but the momentum that that person gets in moving towards their goal and achieving their goal is something that you can desire. And so, but you have to protect that thing that you possess, that positivity, that work ethic, that drive, that ambition, that willingness to take risks. Because for every success you achieve in your life, it is going to require a certain level of risk. You have to take risk. You have to throw caution to the wind. You have to first, though, believe in yourself, that even when it seems impossible to other people, and even when you're looking at it, you're saying, is this really possible? How am I going to get this done? You have to move past that. So I'm going to say to you, if you're listening right now, is that I don't care what you're going through in your life. I don't care how dark or dismal the thing seems. It can change, and it will change as long as you have the right mindset. There are things in my life that is not going the way I want it to, but under no circumstances will I think for a moment that I will not move past that threshold. I continue to push, I continue to seek, I continue to pray and meditate, but at the same time, that's not good enough. Some of you are here praying forever. It doesn't work that way, sitting down and praying and asking the divine energies to come and help you with the thing, and you're not stepping forward and doing what you can do. There's no prayer that is going to be answered without you actively being involved. So you ask and you leave it there, and then you go towards the thing that you desire and you make it happen for yourself. There's a lot of stuff that you're asking God or the universe or whatever you say to do for you when you can actively do for yourselves. So you should know. Here's another thing I have to say. Recognize that golden opportunity. Recognize when the season in your life is changing. A lot of us see the season in our life changing, and we don't roll with it. We let that season pass. When you're supposed to grab it, hold on to it, wrestle with it until the thing that you desire come through. So let me give you a concrete example. Let's say if you went to the city near you and you wanted to sell some items forever and you never used to be able to sell it, and you start talking to somebody and the person was saying, I'm looking for this thing and I don't know where to find it, and your ears perk up, and when you investigate, the person is asking for something that you carry. That's your opportunity to sell what you got. Sell yourself. We are always feeling timid. I can speak for myself. I used to be afraid to push what I have to offer, something that works, that I have gotten compliment on. I was afraid to add dollar to the value of these items. So for years I would babysit for friends or family or whatever, and so good at it where my house was always buzzing. But it took a stranger to say, why aren't you dealing with kids on a full-time basis for pay? Or individuals who come and say, wow, you blessed me with this video, but I wasn't really making money on YouTube. And folks weren't donating to me, like you have some channels where people donate and help you bring the content or whatever. They were not doing that. But it took a person who came and said, I am willing to give you this for your time. I need to talk to somebody. I don't like telling people my business. And so the person created an idea in my mind that now pushed me towards an avenue where I literally sit and listen to people's problems and get paid for it. There's such a thing. And one day I would share some more on that. Someone says, your time is valuable to me, and I got this issue and I don't have anybody that I can trust. So I just know I can depend on you to tell me the truth and to hear me. And I know when I'm done here, it's going to remain here. Because all these stories that I share on my channel, I never share them unless I ask permission. Even if you'll never know who it is, I always ask these individuals. That's a learning curve or a lesson that other persons could benefit from. Would you mind if I share this before I share it? So you have to recognize the season turning and be able to move towards that, and not pay attention to people who will tell you this cannot happen. Let me tell you, I've had a lot of experience in the legal world. And for every time that I was going through something and felt like I was being disrespected or violated in any way and decided that I was going to address it legally, I always heard people from my community say, don't do that. If you do this, they'll murk you. If you stand up to these ones, they're rich and you don't have anything. And I'm like, who are you to tell me that I have nothing? How dare you? So I always kind of felt like I should defend myself against that idea that I have nothing. Because listen, as a person open their mouth and speak it, that is what they are putting on you. And so you have to roll that back. And I get very angry now, not just say, okay, stop, whatever. I just not only reverse what they say immediately, but I declare what I desire in that place. So if the person says, oh, I don't think that's going to work out, or, the market for this is very slow right now, I'm like, speak for yourself. You can't tell me what is going to happen for me. Or, oh, this relationship is not going to work out because this, that, and the other. I'm like, speak for yourself. Leave me alone. Let me walk towards my own destiny. You understand me? So I don't listen to the negative cries. Anything in my life that is not going the way I want it to go, I know within myself that it just needs time and practice. And I know that there's a right time, a right opportunity. The universe has all these great plans for me. And sometimes I want it now, but the Spirit says wait. So sometimes the answer is not no. It is just wait. But in the meantime, prepare yourself for it. Expect it. Move towards it. Do what you need to do so that when it happens, you're well prepared. For single people, start living like you already have your perfect partner. And every one of us have a perfect partner for us. Okay? We're not talking about, your soulmate. We're talking about people that we're compatible with, because we keep getting involved with people that we're not compatible with. And that's the most important thing. Find the one who you're most compatible with, and you are going to grow. And be in alignment with people. When you come up with an idea, you both say, yeah, you run with it. If my partner suggests something to me, even if it's not my idea, I'm going to encourage him to run with it, and vice versa. I don't know about you, But poverty is a thing of the past for me because it's a mindset. And now I know how to invite positive energy into my life to give me whatever it is that I desire. Do the same. Today might just be your day. Move towards the light and continue to invite the thing you want. Stop talking about the things that you don't want. Speak positive and recognize your season, because some of us have had opportunities and we let them slip by. Stay blessed, everyone.